mobilization of the discs, the joints. We're going to load the discs as extension now. Many ways to do this. This is one way that I find is quite effective. Now, I can't see the patient's face, so it's really important I get a verbal communication going with her. You okay with that? Mm-hmm. Can I go a little higher?
Yep.
And I can pull on my legs and add a little traction this way. Not only that, I might pull her to the side a little bit if she likes it. That's changing the angle in the discs. Anything to move those discs around and get the fluid moving in there. This is more of sustained. Instead of pressure on, pressure off, it's more sustained because it's easier for me to do. Are you okay with that? Mm-hmm. Now it's important I go as high as possible. So I just start slowly, like I mentioned in the other videos. I just start slowly and eventually get to the end range. Can I go a little higher? Yep. Can I go again? It's important to go as high as possible. Can I go a little more?
Yep.
A little more?
Yep.
How's that?
That's good.
Okay. Just give it some time because there's the forces in the disc. The fluid's starting to move throughout the disc, and that takes time. And I can do a little traction, as I said before, but in this case I won't. So we're loading the discs in extension. Obviously, there's more than just discs being changed in here. The anterior longitudinal ligament's going to have a stretch. The anterior muscles are going to have somewhat of a stretch. You can see something happening in the sacroiliac joint and the extensors of the hip. But our aim of therapy is for the lumbar spine. If I want to load the thoracic spine, I just slide the patient down the table a little bit more, and that's going to load the thoracic spine. Let's try that. Slide down a bit. Okay, that's good. Starting to go up a little higher. I can actually have the strap right across the shoulder blades and have the patient slide down on the table, put the strap across the shoulder blades, bend her backwards, and start to extend the upper thoracic discs. Matter of fact, I've showed that if you look at the head and neck section, you'll see that being demonstrated there when we're talking about the trigeminal nerve. So that's extension, that's side glide. Now I'm going to show you we can put the discs into flexion. Flexion is not that hard. Okay, I'll have you sit up then for me. And just put your feet that way. Just straighten out your knees. Put your arms down, put your hands down between your legs. And pressure on, pressure off. Pressure on, pressure off. Flexing the lumbar spine. Sit back, sit back. These procedures don't work all the time. And sometimes there's times when you shouldn't do these procedures. Obviously, if somebody has a sciatica, they have foot drop, they're in an awful lot of pain, the muscles are rigid, they walk antalgic, you're not going to force them into flexion. You wouldn't even think about putting them into flexion. I do these procedures because the patients say, I'm okay with that move, it looks like it may help, and it's not a condition that's contraindicated to mechanical techniques. If you have a problem that's of recent onset, getting worse, not really position dependent, it's there no matter what position or what time of day it is, there's a chance that that might not be a mechanical condition. It might be like some other organic or some kind of a visceral or rheumatic or rheumatoid arthritis that we shouldn't be doing these kind of procedures on. We should be aware of that.